Okay.
All right, team. We got Hades here live and in person for a 3v3 review. We're looking at his ball chasing page right now. So, okay, looking at your score, you had 116, middle of the pack, which is why I want to look at this one because I feel like this is an average game. The thing that I always like looking at, the two things, boost for players. So you are the red one in this case. Oh, I can uncheck you. That's strange. Boost per minute. I think this could be higher. We'll look at why. I looked at this a little bit earlier. Average boost amount. That's pretty good. Seconds with 0 boost. Good that you're not just sitting on 0 boost. So with 100 boost, that's fine. All this is like kind of fine as well. Like the main thing that I look for is if you're kind of stacked on 100 boost for a long time or stacked with 0 for a long time, because it means you're burning through it. This stat right here is actually crazy for this match. 58 is really, really good that you're not using boost while you're supersonic. Because my players didn't know this, but did you know that if you're supersonic and you just keep holding accelerate and drive forward, you'll never lose it as long as you're driving forward?
I did not know that. No.
Okay.
Like even like a slight change in direction will lose it though.
It'll slow you down a little bit. And if you turn enough, you'll lose supersonic. Supersonic's actually a range. It's not just one speed.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's like a little threshold. So if you're going supersonic and you're like already supersonic at one end of the field, you can just keep driving straight and you'll stay supersonic without having to use any boost as long as you're driving.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're already supersonic, no point to flip and no point to boost. So it's good that you're not using boost while you're supersonic because you can just keep driving straight.
I haven't checked my other stats from other games, but I do feel like I tend to boost while supersonic still, or like flip and cut off my supersonic.
Yeah, everybody kind of does it a little bit. This is actually insane that you've done it so little.
Thank you.
700 is insane that this person's done it so much. Boy. That's just so much total boost in like just in general. To have that it has done absolutely nothing. So it's crazy that that range is there. Big pads, I feel like usually 14 to like 20 is kind of average. This number can be way higher though. This is probably average for your rank. For me, on a good game, I'll get up to like 80.
Oh, okay.
So you can work on grabbing small pads. I'll probably point that out during the replay. So this is honestly a big number that I like to look at. And this one, because it'll show you if you have bad habits.
And this is just this game, right? This isn't my overall stats.
Correct.
Or is
this particular game.
Okay.
So sometimes the game, I lost the game. Might just be.
I lost the game, man.
It might just be a little bit weird. It might just be a little bit off depending on how the plays went. So one game doesn't tell the whole story. The other thing I like to look at. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm not familiar with ball chasing, but is there a way to look at your average like total that it's captured?
Yeah, you can look at your account. You can also, if you're the one manually uploading replays, you can group replays. So like for my games, I can group all like best of 5 that we play and then look at the average amongst all those games. So ball chase good. Yeah. So the other thing I like looking at is the movement by players. Because it'll tell you like your percent max speed. Usually in like my Grand Champ lobbies, this will be anywhere from 65 to like 75. 75 would be really high. Usually like 65 to like 72. It'll be anywhere in there. So you're a little bit low, and I can see that judging by the percent supersonic speed. So this might just also be why you didn't use a lot of boost while you were supersonic, because you didn't spend a lot of time supersonic in general. This is normally about 15 to 18% in like my Grand Champ lobbies. So staying supersonic more often. And my supersonic is usually a little bit lower than everybody else's because I stay boost speed like just under supersonic. So I can just like literally tap boost and I'm going supersonic. Because sometimes you don't want to be going too fast. But so you can get this higher, like your slow speed's pretty high.
And you want slow speed to be lower?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So these categories, slow speed is anywhere. If you just hold accelerate and not touch boost at all, you'll hit a maximum speed eventually before you have to start boosting to increase that speed. Slow speed is anywhere below that. Boost speed is between that and supersonic.
Okay. Yep.
I don't really care about these too much. Power slide total duration. I think like this can tell you a lot of stuff. Like this guy who's wasted so much boost supersonic, he's also not power sliding enough. This guy must have just been going crazy. I'm so excited to see this match actually. You're doing a good number of power slide. This seems good. We'll look at it in game as
And,
well.
I'm assuming the one on the right, the top right, power slide average duration, you want that to be lower? Is that like how long each power slide lasts?
Correct. I think
Okay.
these are all like higher than what you would see in my GC lobbies. There's a graph actually. I think there's a C-Bell video where he put a graph of the average of these numbers per rank. And as the rank increases, so does the power slide count, but the average duration decreases. So higher ranks are tapping power slide more often, but just for shorter
so I
durations.
want that number low is what.
Yeah, I mean, but not necessarily, because like just aiming for a low number is not a good end goal. As you just get better at power sliding, that just will decrease. But I don't know if you should aim to lower that. But if it was like super high, like this 0.37, this person's probably doing like huge U-turns, like in holding it way too long. They also only touched power slide 4 times, which is crazy at this rank. So glad that you are not one of these two people. So those are the two main things I like to look at. Now we can head over to the replay. Let me load that up. Okay, you're right here. We will just get going. You can work on that half flip. I know you obviously just messed it up, but every time you half flip and to corner boost, you want to half flip to boost and turn infield, because your job as the person who's grabbing boost is to cover this part of the field. If that ball goes to the side boost, that's the person who cheats up to go for it. And honestly, if you turn infield here, you still have a decent amount of time to get over there.
Yeah, I probably just turned right because I messed it up and went to the left of it.
Yeah,
but that's good to know to turn in.
Yeah,
on like on ones that I don't mess up.
Yeah, only when you're in the corner half flipping the boost. Any other time you turn upfield. See, like right there, that power slide. This is too long. Like watch right here when I hit play, how you lose all your momentum on this power slide. And now you're like almost at a standstill. If you just tap it quicker, rather than doing those quick, like those full, like, if you just like tap it to do quick cuts, you'll keep a lot more of your speed. So this is all fine and dandy. Your job here is to just make sure it doesn't get past you. Nice. There you can steal the boost too. In threes, stealing your opponent's boost is very good. Also, the name Man Boob Spider-Man is really something else. But that full corner boost that you drove past, you maybe could have stolen it. We'll see how this plays out, because obviously ball over boost is usually important, but just something to keep in mind. Yeah, because I didn't think you were going to be able to beat him anyway, but that's fine. Like, as you're getting back here, so you're done, you're out of the play. I guess this is weird because you do see the ball. So you're like, oh, maybe I could do something. But your main priority should be rotate out as fast as I can, grab boosts, and also look for demos. Those should be your 3 priorities. You can even, maybe not in this particular instance because you might not have enough time because your recovery was a little awkward. But if you have a good recovery, you can swing through and even grab the other corner boost.
Okay, so is my best goal right there in that freeze frame that you just had to just go down and grab these mid boost pads?
Probably, yeah. You always want to rotate away from the play. Sometimes this mid one's easier. Especially if you're trying to go quick. This one's a little bit quicker. If you have a little bit more time, there's more boost and you'll give yourself more space if you go along this path.
Okay.
Because you're rotating out wider, and this position here is better to turn back into the play than this one.
Yeah.
Also be careful of flipping when you're driving past somebody, because at higher ranks, once you flip, you're committed to your trajectory. That's a free demo. So like if I was that person, if I was Man Boob here, I would demo you 100% because you're flipping and I know that I can just hit you.
Is he able to get to supersonic in that amount of time?
Even if he doesn't, just flipping into you to bump you real hard will slow down your recovery like so much that'll be worth it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, where's your last person? Yes, you're here. Yeah, you have one. You know that that's your only teammate, so this is fine to go for now because you know you have a teammate behind you. Because that CY guy could have hit it over your head, but that would be fine if he did. So this is fine.
Peeking?
Yeah, dude, that was really good. I like that a lot from you.
Oh, yeah, there's the bump. I just got bumped in that flip.
Like you didn't grab any pads right here. Look at your boost count. You're here. You use some boost.
Is that
You didn't get anything.
like should I have stayed on ball cam or like switch to car cam, or do I just need to like feel it in my bones where that boost is at, or should I like switch to car cam here to get the boost?
That's a very good question. In an optimal world, you would just feel it in your bones. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to work on now, is feeling in my bones more. For you, I would just do a quick boom, swap the car cam one time, see where like the lines are, line yourself up down here, and then I would go back to car cam.
Yep.
Back to ball cam.
In an optimal world, but I probably need to go back and forth a few times because I will not line it up. I can barely line myself up with the ball, and that's a little bigger than the boost pads.
I wish a ball chasing had a stat of like number of times swapped between car cam and ball cam, because my stat would be through the roof. I'm spamming my camera all the time to see where pads are. Like you kind of do it there. You moved your camera a little bit. I don't know what you were looking at, but you also don't want to kill all your momentum here.
Mm-hmm. I will kill my momentum a few more times this game, I promise you.
Yeah, like also that pad right in front of you could have grabbed. Yeah. The way you power slid right there was kind of pointless. You just killed your momentum by power sliding there. Power sliding should always be to keep your momentum up. Mm. So to show you like more of a correct pathing here, here's what I think you could have done. I'll go back to the very beginning. So here you're watching the play. You see that that person didn't hit it. So now your main priority is to make sure that if this person takes a hard shot, as hard as they can on net, you are back enough to save it, which you are right now. So that's good. He missed it. So now the play is going to slow down a whole lot. So at this point, you can either kind of take like an aggressive angle along these pads here because the play slowed down. And if you need to, you can either whip around this way to keep the net in front of you. You want to have the net in front of you at the time of a shot threat. So since there's no shot threat right now, you can kind of come this way and turn around, grab some pads and keep it in front of you this way.
Is there no shot threat from the second blue guy?
With that guy's
pretty far. He's pretty
kind of
far, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And the ball is at midfield. So not only is that person far from hitting the ball, but also the ball will take a long time to get to the net.
Okay.
So you can either do that, or you can rotate out wider here and grab this full boost and come in. I'd probably recommend grabbing this one. This one's like safer, but rotating in closer allows you to kind of react and cut in if you needed to. But that's kind of like high level. I think it probably is safer to just grab this full boost, because now Rocket League is all about timing, and the way people play fast is by timing everything well. And so your timing here like is too early, and that's why you have to slam on your brakes, because you're like turning towards the ball way too soon. And now you're over here, your timing here is also like too early. So in this case, if you would have taken the more aggressive pathing that I said, where you kind of like come over here first, you wouldn't have been turned around yet. You would have been right here to go for this ball. But this is like fine. Like you could have more boost and speed right now.
Yeah.
I like that you went for this challenge here, because you're just like forcing it and just doing what you can, because you're first, so if you miss, that's completely fine. I think I do this a little bit subconsciously, but if I'm just like kind of throwing myself, since it's kind of like random guessing game anyway, I try to throw myself at the mid boost anyway, so that way you could have grabbed that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, this power slide's also not good. Yeah, you're holding it way too long. You kill all your speed. You want to just kind of rotate a little bit wider. You maybe could have grabbed pad. And the pads also, the pads also run diagonally in straight lines. Mm-hmm. You see all these diagonals. So that's also something to keep in mind. The diagonals when rotating back are really good.
Some of them are weird though.
Yeah, I guess they're not in the perfect straight line.
The mid line ruins it.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
But also this the distance to grab it is kind of like this big. The center of your car just needs to go somewhere within that circle. So if you drew that circle like down this diagonal, like it would line up.
Okay, yeah.
Your timing here is also a little bit too soon. When you have somebody, so this situation, this pattern is going to happen a lot. You have one person on the ball in the corner, one person kind of front post already, and you're rotating back post. When that happens, you have a lot more time than you think, because a play is going to happen on that ball, and a second play is going to happen on the ball again with the person front post. So since you're already back, you can like make sure you grab this pad, or maybe if you like in a different situation, maybe even beat this person to the big boost and steal it from them. I guess they grab that big pad too. But usually this pad right here is kind of like if you draw a straight line from like here to here, imagine this is like the entryway. You need to cross go in order to collect your $200 getting back to net. If you go in front, you're not collecting that $200. You almost always want to come either on the pad or like behind. This is a much better angle than like this. And especially when you have time. Of course, Rocket League is a dynamic game. There are sometimes where you're going to have to break the rules and you're just going to have to get back as quick as you can. But when you have time, you want to do that. Because now, see, like, look what you're doing. You're just like, you're wasting all your momentum. I like that you didn't flip into that. That's very good. You're hitting front post. Yeah, you just, as soon as, so in your head, you're here, you flip on this ball, your brain right now is like, grab boost and rotate back post, grab boost and rotate back post as fast as I can. I'm just going to go crazy mode. And now you're like waiting for something. You should instantly, oops.
I think I was worried because I didn't see my other teammate, which I guess I should get back post when my teammate's not there. But I think I was a little confused, right? Because there's this dude's over here.
Yeah, 100%. That makes sense.
You're trying to crazy mode on him, trying to mess up the play.
So you can make the decision of like based on where your other teammate is, of whether you want to rotate directly to second or rotate around that person all the way to third. When you're about like here ish, if you get here and that person has still not passed you, then you can do that weird cut in thing, and he'll be behind you. So, but yeah, that makes sense why you're confused. At least you didn't get in the way too much there. We'll look at macro here. I don't think this is your fault, but just from a large scale perspective, in case you're in the other people's position. Let's look at, because this could have gone in. This should never happen. There should never be an opportunity for this to go in. And it is definitely this person's fault. They should be here, pointed this way. Yeah, they're just way too far pushed up there. And also, from your position, you might be a little bit too far left. I think you're trying to anticipate where it's going to go, which might be okay. Let's see it again. Yeah, because that person looks like they're going to boom it at the wall. So, that's fine. Nice save. So you just want to be careful about doing this reverse thing. Just always keep driving forward, and you can always, if you have forward speed, you can turn around and keep, if you power slide correctly, turn around and keep a lot of your forward speed going the opposite direction. So having forward speed, even in any direction, is better than no speed. Especially better than backward speed, because you're not going to turn your backward speed around. Anytime you're going backwards, it takes forever to start going forward again. And like, look what you're covering right here. You're like just only covering this corner. Where it might have been better to just swing through, just grab this boost and rotate back. Or maybe, depending on the situation, even just turning around, covering backboard from there, rather than just like being a sitting duck. Yeah, you're in front of that person, that's fine. Got to be really careful with those touches.
Yeah, I did not mean to go that direction.
Maybe I can give you a micro tip here. Let me look at it again. Yes, micro tip. When you have time, you can kind of see the trail kind of faded. When the ball's moving supersonic, there's a trail behind the ball, you know? Literally just put yourself in that trail and follow the ball.
Yeah.
Where if you, like, even if the trail's not there, you can just kind of see the direction the ball's rolling. You went past the ball. I think it's because
I was trying to grab boost.
Yeah.
Is that a bad boost grab there? Should I have just gone with 27?
No, maybe the boost grab is good. I want you to push yourself to try to do a lot. But that's a good tip in general. I guess in this situation, grabbing boost is good. But then the other thing is just hitting the bottom of the ball.
Yeah. I was greedy for the boost.
And so this is a little bit more like macro level play, because it's going to require teamwork from you and your teammate. He kind of put you in a bad situation because what he's covering, only God knows. This person should be covering like net from like here, and then you cover pass. But because this person's there, you are kind of covering pass and net, which kind of puts you in a tough position. And I do think that you should have rotated wider back post. You should have gone through here. And now when you're in
the left instead of to the right there.
Yeah, we'll watch again.
Yeah, like I should have go left here.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Okay, yeah.
Because yeah, now
can you watch that back for me again? Actually, I have a question. I think.
Yep.
Let me look at it. Okay, yeah, it's because my guys beat. I think I was thinking Crimson Fox might hit this right here and send it downfield.
Yeah.
But he was definitely beat by Gopher. So okay.
So even on a more macro level here, from this position, you're third person because you are furthest from the ball. So if they go forward, that El Nordi guy will go first. It will be second person. You'll be third behind him. So that's why you should rotate left, the back post. Yep, and they score because of it. If you rotated back post there, you would have had the save.
Yeah.
Got to work on a better kickoff, my guy.
Oh, okay, we know that I am working on it.
Not a speed flip one.
No.
It was all fine. He should have scored there. I like that you're just waiting. Sometimes you don't always need to be the person on the ball. I like that you saw that he cut you off, so you just let it happen. That's how you have to play solo queue. Yeah, good. You waited for your time to strike. That was fine. You had the right idea. Actually, do you want to talk about ideas? So, I want you to tell me two things. One, in this game, what are you trying to do? And two, in your hindsight bias and replay, we freeze frame bias, would you do anything different?
Okay. I'm trying to score right now. I'm trying to put that on net. Or off the backboard, at least on like the left side of the net, and make it just bounce hard off backboard. I'm trying to hit a banger right now.
Okay, so you're just trying to hit it hard.
I'm trying to hit it hard with the top right corner of my car. Of like the front nose. That's why I'm turning a little to the left. You know, I'm practicing that right now. The goal, the hindsight, the thing that I changed, because I'm not changing what I would try to do here, I don't think, is when and how high I'm jumping. Because obviously I went too low for the ball, and I think it's because I tapped A rather than like did a high jump here. I'd probably either jump at a different time. But no, I liked my idea of jumping and turning and trying to hit a banger.
Okay. That is generally the right idea, I think. Yeah, I always like in moments like this where you have clear possession of the ball, like you are going to be the first one to this ball for sure, and you have different options, just exploring options as like an exercise, because there are multiple things you can do. I think if you try to put this on net from this angle, because like in pool, the harder you cut the angle, the softer the shot. I think if you put this on net, this guy, he is a little bit out of position. He should be like here. But I do think that there's a very good chance that he saves that. Is
there a chance that it falls to Man Boob? If I like waited longer to jump or go for the ball, is there a chance Man Boob like just does a crazy flip and just bumps it up again because he's like right under it?
Yeah, you had to go at this speed. I think you jumped at the right timing. If you want to push yourself to like go as fast as you can usually. So yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I think just trying to cut at this angle, you won't get enough power. But I think you can get enough power if you cut it not as tight of an angle. And I think you do just go for the pass here. Like you want to hit here. High off the backboard is always better. As high as you can. Another option you do have is just hitting it high off this corner. Because the straighter you hit it, the harder you can hit it. So hitting it high off this corner and just letting it kind of just fall in front of the net, hoping for the best. I think the best option, though, is to hit it up here. And then on the micro level again, I know you're working on your air roll shots. I think you air roll too far here.
Yeah, that right here, seeing this freeze frame, which I've never seen before, it's like this dude isn't even looking at the ball.
Yeah. And usually if you push the joystick air roll and then down into the side, then the nose of your car will be like up, and you'll be ready for a diagonal flip into it, where you're going like straight for a side flip. But good try, good try. That was a good power slide. You turned around real quick there. Sweet.
Banger.
This was all really good. I want to go back to this power slide and make you watch it again. See a good example that you've done. Because you're going supersonic. See, maybe you know that you are going supersonic and you just keep it. Maybe you didn't consciously know that. Maybe subconsciously. But you see how wide that one is? That's why it was good. And you
it's supposed to be wider?
Yeah. You want it to be really wide. If you were turning around on a dime, you're going to lose all your speed. You're going to like, and then stop.
Less dimes, more wide.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking I want to be a dime piece out here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I'll show you how to do it like as quick as you can after this.
Too many mechs to work on, bro.
Yeah. I think you could recognize this a little bit sooner. Like this is just like the difference between high level play and lower level play. I would see that. I'd be boosting already right now. And you're not boosting, and now you're boosting.
Yeah, okay.
And you could have hit that. But I mean it worked out in your favor.
Yeah.
But it was good that you challenged there, so.
Yeah, I went left here because I think I was supposed to cheat, but both of them went.
Look where you landed as well.
Yeah,
You want to land here and turn upfield.
Yes.
Just more efficient.
It's the mechs for me, coach.
But kickoff mechs, this is something that you're going to be doing a million times over and over again.
Yeah, so, did I flip too late? I should have flipped earlier.
Yeah. You want to flip now.
Ooh, I'm worried I'm gonna miss that thing entirely if I flip right now. I'm not that accurate.
You want to do it with a diagonal flip. So.
Ooh, coach, my diagonal flips, coach.
Go here, and then I would be diagonal flipping at that boost.
Okay, so not front flip. Okay. I felt awkward there with Crimson Fox. I think I saved a replay here right now too, because I didn't know what
you did.
Fox was doing.
I can see that you said that there's a little marker on the timeline.
Yeah.
So here's the pro tip. This is gonna be the mind blowing thing right now. This is where you're getting your money's worth. When the ball is going at the backboard and you're there early enough that you can adjust your position to kind of cover either shot or off backboard.
Yeah.
We'll watch what you do first. You're right here, where you're just like hoping, which is not that bad.
I think you taught me to go just like maybe a few feet in front of here, but sit like right next to the backboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
As it's in the corner.
That's usually when it's like coming from here, then you can be pointing at the ball. Yeah, but when the ball's coming and it's going to have a lot of ability to bounce off the backboard, you swing in here and you kind of play tight like this facing outward. Because the only way that this ball is coming in the net now, you don't have to worry about back post. There is no threat anymore for back post. He's either.
But isn't that where it goes in a second? Hindsight 2020, doesn't it go back post?
Yeah, but it goes somewhere else first.
Oh, okay.
It goes here first. And you could be here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you would meet it at that contact, and you wouldn't have to be covering that.
Okay. So I just like screw Crimson Fox, let him do his thing. Cause I felt like I think what I was thinking is this dude just cut me off. I was gonna be here.
Yeah. Well, from Crimson Fox's perspective, it might be a little bit of a double commit here. This dude's got some weird camera settings.
I guess he can't see me because he's on ball cam.
Yeah, what he should have done if you're in this position is play further back here, wait for it to like the trajectory to be set, and then try to read it this way. And he could maybe beat you. And that'd be fine, because he would beat you soon enough that you wouldn't double commit, theoretically. Or he should have just rotated back post, and he would have been able to save the shot here. So don't worry about him. I think you made mostly the right decision. Just a little turn infield and pointing out away from the net will help. What I do when I cheat up is don't use any boost. Just front flip right here across this pad, kind of the left edge of the pad. And then that's it. And maybe you could use a little bit boost too, but you can do a little flip. That's fine, because you're covering his shot. Yeah, that's fine. You're just kind of letting your teammates do their thing. It does look a little scrubby that you're not doing anything, but I don't know what you should be doing instead. What I do right here is like when there's like a tempo thing that happens where I'm like, oh, I'm too soon. I need to like reset the tempo. I would just do a circle in net. And so you have that forward speed at the right timing.
I feel like that's counterintuitive to me learning like as a lower ranked player and coming from the lower ranks up. I feel like I learned early on, like, don't sit in net. And so to me, that translated to don't go in net, which I do still. And I think I get mad at myself anytime I go into the net.
Oh, yes. You're correct.
Yeah, so, like, I always feel like I shouldn't go in my net, but going in their net is okay because sometimes I shoot straight at the net. And so I have it in my brain that my net is a bad place to be.
Yes. So you're in diamond now. Big boy time. All those rules that you learned, you can start to slightly break. Where sometimes it is kind of better instead of being like in this position. Sometimes it might be a little bit better to be in this position, depending on the situation. And in this case, you're just using your net as like space because Rocket League often works in like moments, like in beats of like people challenging the ball, people challenging the ball, people challenging the ball. And so you were too soon, like you were a beat ahead, basically. So you can use this to go one beat backwards.
Oh, okay. Putting in music to it. Thank you for giving me permission to break the rules, coach.
Yep.
There are no rules!
Put your shirt back on.
There's one rule.
So this is fine. You're keeping your speed up. I like that you're keeping your speed up so much. You can maybe go for this ball. You have someone behind you, and if you get the dunk on him or win a 50, it's super advantageous. And if he beats you, which you need to force him to do something. You don't want him to get free possession.
Yeah.
Because right here, he's going to outplay you anyway. So challenging sooner is better because it's going to force him to give the ball away to the person behind you.
There, even though I knew he would, like, because I felt like he was going to beat me, and I think that's why I bailed out, is because anytime I think they're going to beat me, I feel like I try to leave.
Yes. No. Just if you have someone behind you, just send it. It'll keep the rotations going kind of circularly, and it won't make it as awkward for the people behind you. The common thing, if you did that in a higher level lobby a few times in a game, they would type in team chat, bro, just go for the ball. Guaranteed. So just send it. That's oftentimes when I like play with people who are like lower ranked than me in like higher ranked lobbies, they hesitate. And the first thing is like, I don't care if you miss the ball, just go for it. It's always better. That's fine. That's okay. I think it was okay that you're going for that. The demo here, this is a good demo in 3s, bad demo in 2s.
Yeah, for sure.
But way to get that. I like it a lot. Rotating, yep. This last flip, you probably didn't need that.
Yeah, because I think I was going supersonic. No, but I was going quick. And I bumped my nose, so I think I lose momentum here.
Yeah, the reason you bump your nose is because you jump off from this.
Oh.
So if we'll watch it back, that's why that happened. Which also the fact that you're rotating out there just is like a little bit of like a lack of like awareness, or you just kind of flip a little bit past it. That's not that bad. But also you don't need to be gaining any more speed here because this is another one of those timing things. Your goal right now in your brain is like get back to back post as fast as I can. If you are getting back to back post, you're going to be right up this dude's butt, and like you're both going to be like back post at the same time. It's okay to just take your time getting back sometimes when your teammate's in front of you.
Okay.
This is a timing thing. So it's, honestly, you're in the correct timing now that you bumped your nose.
Wait. Calculated.
This is good. I like this. Huge. Your job right here, by the way, is just to put yourself between like
ball and net.
But between where he's going to make contact with the ball and the net. Because you want to force him to at least go for the backboard. So if he hits it over you off the backboard, that's fine because he's not shooting it. So that's good. And then when you're recovering, land pointing in the, usually it's not too worthwhile to boost downward unless you really need to. So just wait and save your boost and just try to land in the same direction that you're going. So you land going this way and you like takes a while to get going again.
Probably didn't need to flip there. Is that?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I felt that. I was like, why would you flip here, dude?
And now you're awkward getting back. Yeah. This is good. I think at the point you turn around,
was I not supposed to turn around, or was I supposed to turn towards the ball?
I think it's fine that you're turning away from the ball here because you want to keep space as third. I think you want to do it sooner. Like you kind of hesitate a little bit. And now you're turning. As soon as that person's hitting it, I would have been turning. Because you might have been able to challenge that if you were going faster. But now they got possession. You have no one behind you because your teammate turned up. This is fine. So your teammate going. Your teammate's kind of messing you up here. That's fine. Like that one, just go for it. You would have hit that ball.
Really?
Yeah, like you're driving at it. If you don't go for it, like just jump.
I have the reaction speed when he hit that. Like right now is when I need to jump, right?
You would have to make a little bit of a read. I think you would have to pre-jump it a little bit. Like you'd have to just jump, put yourself between the net and the ball. Because if he shoots this really hard, I don't know where your team is. Crimson Fox might save it, but I don't know. Just send it. Because what are you doing instead? Yeah. Because if you're sending it, you're at least like flipping.
I think I'm still. Here's the low rank mentality. This dude whiffs, misses it completely, and that's my ball now.
Okay, and say that's the scenario.
I'm reading the whiff because that happens right when you're low rank. This dude might flip and just miss that ball entirely, and then so it's still going towards their net, and now I have ball. I think that's what I'm trying to read here.
Yeah, that makes sense, and a lot of my players have talked about this as well. But just try not to rely, unless you can tell that they look really awkward. But like, say he did miss, that ball would just be sitting here, and yeah, you'd be here. But say you went for it and then he missed, you'd flip past here. That ball would just kind of be floating here. You would maybe even have time to circle back around and still get to it and put that in because they're so out of position. Or this teammate can just turn a boost and they'll be there for it. Okay, and it's not that bad.
We'll punt it square.
Yeah. So you're a little close right here. Rule of thumb, if you can see your teammate, they can't see you.
Uh-huh.
And so since you could see them, you should just probably let them go. And you can see that they're still creeping forward.
That's my boy El Nordy, man. I don't trust my boy El Nordy.
True. Well, exactly. You don't trust him, so assume that he's going because you need to play extra defensive then.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to tie this game up, dude. I got a minute left. I'm the hero now.
A minute's plenty of time. When it's like 20 or 15 seconds or less, then I think it's better. So the reason you don't save this, look where you are at the point of contact.
Past the net.
You have
the back post.
Not the whole net's in front of you. Only like this small section really is in front of you, and you have no momentum. It's because your timing was a little bit too early. If you're timing it where at right now you have the amount of speed you had and you're right here, this person can't do anything.
Can we go back and watch where I came from? I just want to see what path I took instead. I turned up. I should have stayed.
So I think you're fine. Wall. You're fine right here. That touch is like weird.
I think is El Nordy not behind me? Am I thinking that I have a teammate because I only see one?
He is kind of behind you, but he's
I think I expected him to be maybe more on my butt.
Yeah, I probably would have as well.
And then so that's why I'm thinking this is me go.
Okay, actually watching this again, I think what you should do is once that person misses, this is when you do another one of these YOLOs, just dive at the ball. You probably would have got bumped in hindsight, but I think what you should have done is just challenge quick. Because the worst situation you can find yourself in is slamming on the brakes at the moment of impact.
That guy was gonna smack me, wasn't he? Or the guy who just went in front of me?
Yeah,
if
probably.
I went straight for the ball.
I usually execution test demos a little bit, like make them hit me.
So like you think I should have just kept going and let him hit me even though I knew he was going
when you're going fast and they're coming at a different angle, it is actually very hard for this guy to see. He's not even looking at you. He wasn't even trying to. He might have accidentally bumped you.
Yeah. But is that I guess I think bumps are really bad. If I look at a bump hitting me is always a bad thing, so I'm trying to avoid that. Right? Especially because I mean it still takes me out of the play, doesn't it? I looking at this, right? I'm thinking escape the bump so you can stay in the play. If I get bumped, I'm gone, and no one challenges this. Because there's a chance I save it if I don't get bumped, but if I get bumped, there's no chance. So like punt it square again to me.
Yeah. But there's also a chance that they miss, which is another factor that you don't get bumped. If you go fast enough, there's a chance this person doesn't hit you. If you're here, as soon as he misses, if you turn at the ball right now, there's a chance that you get past him. And he doesn't bump you.
Yeah, I can see that now. I changed my angle there.
But that's just a tough situation to be in. I'm actually not too bad about that one. That person also hit a double tap over you. Your teammate probably should have been behind you. Like, a lot of factors. You at least covered the net. Okay, let's do this one more time. Usually on 50s, at least single jump. You don't want the ball on top of your car. Put the ball in front of your car and then just single jump because you're not going for a beat. You either need to fully go for the beat or fully go for the 50. Right now, you're kind of just in the in-between, and it somehow works out, luckily.
If I jump right there, do I put it more in front of him and give him a better beat?
Because
I had the ball in the wrong part of my car.
You want, to just be a step back, the ball in front of you. You single jump and just put the nose of your car. You don't even hit the ball.
Yeah.
You just match the speed of the ball and put the nose of your car just sitting right behind the center of that ball. He's going to smack it. You and the ball are going nowhere. You're landing back with the ball right in front of you, and you can just keep on going with your life.
I think what's happening here is this is dribble challenge 2 coming in. I'm trying to dribble this right now, and that's why I put it on.
Which is also fine. But then once you have it on your car as best as you can, the moment that someone's challenging you, you need to go for the flick now. You need to go for the beat or something. Even if it's just a single jump pop, you need to try to make your move to beat him or take the 50.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Go for the pop? Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Another tip, usually going up the wall is better because you can just roll it up the wall and then jump off and hit it hard one time, and that'll be really good at this rank. If you want it, which is what I would do from here, if the ball is rolling on the ground and you flip into it, it'll, as long as you like hit the top part of the ball, which will happen almost every time you flip into it, the ball will just keep rolling. So if you just like side flip right now or like diagonal flip into the ball, you'll just send it rolling up this wall, and you'll have time to like,
and then I can grab
this
and then follow.
Yep, that's probably what I would do. But I like that you at least took a soft touch and wanted to possess it. That's really good. I would also maybe just let my teammates have it after this touch. It's kind of behind you. I would maybe just keep going forward, steal that mid boost from them. But I think it's also okay because you at least got back enough to catch it. Again, you need to make this place sooner.
Yeah.
That's why you get dunked. Because the worst thing you can do, if I ever have a teammate who's dribbling the ball on top of their car and they just let the opponents just tee it off of them, I'm angry at them. Because I would be positioning like over here, expecting you to either get the beat or get the 50. That's your job to recognize whether you can get the beat or get the 50. Right now you have enough space that you should get the beat. But if you just get dunked in our net, I'm not covering net because I'm expecting that you are not letting that ball go directly in net. So if you get dunked and this ball goes in net, it's 100% your fault, which is very likely to happen. So at this point, this person's driving at you, I would flip now.
Okay.
Nice, you rotated back posts.
A little close? Or...
You're a little bit too far left. I mean, this person, again, they're way over here. They should be like here. The way that these positioning should be right now, just watching from your perspective, everyone should have assumed kind of this triangle.
Can I explain why I think I went left? Just from hearing you talk to me before about playing the game.
Yep.
Is when you mentioned the, like, don't stand too close to the wall when they have possession, because then they have net open and I'm not covering anything. So I was trying to put myself, closer infield, because it's okay if they go on the wall into, like, my corner, I think. So I'm thinking that at the wrong time.
Yes, that is good that you are thinking about that. In this particular situation, the ball is all the way in their corner. So if
it's just like the wrong time that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. When the ball's over there, you can play like here because in 99% of the time. Also in this situation, he's going to hit the ball to that wall.
Yeah.
Because he's coming from net. So that's always going to happen. There's not a person looking at net ready to take it that way. So this ball's going to roll around to you and then you're here. I mean, you're kind of there anyway, but you'd have a little bit of a better angle from here rather than here.
For sure.
And also, if they cut it middle, this person's here for that. Nice, you looked for the boost there. That's good. This is all fine. You're rotating out. I like this because you're in an awkward position. Nice. Yeah, not a lot of time here. Not too worried about that, but you did have good positioning there.
Is that alright that I went for that? Can you go back if you... yeah, like that I went for that challenge there. Is that what you...
Yeah, especially because you just need to force something here. Because this person's not committing to this, so if you didn't do anything, they would just have possession of it. So yeah, I think that's good. Yeah,
I don't know why I'm doing that. But
well,
I think
it's 0 seconds.
Oh, 0 seconds. Yeah, of course.
Yep. So yeah, the biggest thing I think that's going to change your gameplay right now is working on power sliding. So you're not getting those big like. I'll show you in free play here. Rotating like wider back posts and thinking about that timing, like not arriving to back post too early. Which you might have to limit test sometimes, right? Like you might be getting to back post too late and then the ball sneaks in front post and you're like, oh, that's embarrassing. And your teammates might be mad at you, but that's how you have to get better, right? And if you think about it in terms like that too, of like, oh, I need to get back to back post slower, means that you have so much more time to do other things first. Means you can extend downfield grabbing a few more pads or boosts and maybe even going for a demo, searching for a demo before you go to back post. You want to make the most out of every like turn that you have essentially to go for the ball. So yeah, that's the biggest thing. The other thing too is like, if you are first person and you're going for a challenge, even if you think that they have you beat, just kind of go for it. Or if you know they have you beat, sometimes you could just go for the bump. Like let them hit the ball and then go for the bump.
Oh, okay. But go for something.
Go for something rather than just stopping and turning around.
Actually, I think it's blue gopher, isn't it? Turn left a little bit on the camera. Oh, where is he? Did he just get demoed?
Oh, he just got demoed.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure his name's Blue Gopher.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I got him.
Okay, let me go to replay real quick. So you're kind of turning around like this a little bit. And then going. You're like holding a little too long. But you can just do, like I'm tapping it twice. So I'm tapping it like once here and then another time there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you can tap it multiple times.
You're throwing me off, my guy.
So you want it to be like this wide, kind of. A good drill I had my players do is look at the first pad, second pad here, this middle pad, and try to just like circle around that. So go here and try to like do this like as quick as you can. I know in a C-Bell video, he's talked about going from middle. Oh, what? Going from middle and then flipping twice. And then trying to go to middle, flip twice. I like this one a lot more because it kind of has like a, you have to like land and immediately like power slide and go.
So would you say that when I'm turning around with power slide, hitting it twice in like different successions is better than just hitting once? Because I think what I think is to just hit power slide once, right? To use one power slide to make the turn.
Let me show you my camera so you can see, instead of looking at the stream, you can, hopefully it shows eventually. Oh wait, I know what I need to change. I'm going to show you on Discord my controller overlay. Okay, you can see now, right?
Yeah, you're very tiny though.
Oh, let me
no, I clicked you. I got you. You're chilling.
Okay. So when I'm turning, watch me. I tap it for a long time and then a quick one right after.
Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, so those felt very similar. They feel like they light up the same time, my brother.
Oh, well, maybe then I'm just tapping it twice. And it's kind of just feel. Like that one I probably didn't even need to tap a second time, actually. Because your turns are only ever going to be... it's going to be hard to do a full 180 in one power slide cut. You're probably only going to be able to turn from like this angle to like that angle. Like it's going to be like kind of like a V almost. You're not going to be able to do a full 180. So sometimes you have to like cut to do that first one and then power slide a little bit to finish it.
Back. Okay. Yeah, so just wider. Because I think I'm trying to just do it all in one motion.
Yeah, you're kind of going like that.
Yeah, like that. But okay, I see.
So yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you, coach.
You bet.